Namaskar, Namaskar, Ram Ram, Om Namah Shivaya. Today we are here with a video for a prediction for all 12 ascendants about the Venus going direct, the most auspicious planet. I found it. Jupiter is also auspicious, but why Venus? Because Venus gives everything materialistic what you want. So this is important that Venus will go direct, then it will bring so many things for you relating to different houses and for different ascendants. Let's welcome Akashji with his research from 4th of September. Venus goes direct. Akashji, namaskar.
Namaskar, Rohitji, and namaskar to all the family members, those who are new today. So please subscribe because we are back with the Vedic stories, and there is a Vedic story in the beginning of the video. So here we go on Venus direct. So on 4th of September, Jupiter will become retrograde and Venus will become direct. So there are two gurus in the universe. That is Venus, the Daitya Guru, and Jupiter, the Dev Guru. So when Dev Guru is going retrograde to control the energy of Rahu, that is the same time that Venus, the Daitya Guru, will become direct in the sign of Cancer. Okay, Rohitji. Now I have also found a very interesting story of Lord Varuna and Adya. So Rohitji, long time ago, this story will give us an idea that what kind of energy Venus brings in the house of Moon when it becomes direct, and what kind of energy were people experiencing. That is why I'm trying to make this video um, at this point, that people can share that if they have such kind of experience going on at this moment with them or no. So now Rohitji, here long time ago, Varuna, who was none other than Venus, yani Shukra, he was had the same qualities of Shukra, that is planet of love, beauty, with the charming aura and graceful presence. He illuminated the heavens wherever he wanted, like beautiful. On the same day, same time, when he was going through Cancer, he passed through the, he crossed through the gentle and eternal goddess named Adya, who embodied the qualities of the moon. She was known for her soothing and nurturing nature, casting a calming light over cosmos. Aradha's beauty was not just in her appearance. Remember, she was not very beautiful, extreme beautiful, but her serenity she brought to all that she touched. Anything she touched turned into gold. That kind of beauty she had. As fate would have it, Varuna and Adya found themselves drawn to mystical realm of Cancer, Karka, a zodiac sign that held the essence of emotions and home. Remember the fourth house. The fourth house is the house of moon, and the fourth house is the house of your home, your motherland, and also it is the house of your emotions, inner peace. In the celestial dwelling, their destinies intervened in a dance of harmony and enchantment. So they were extremely happy. Varuna was absolutely mesmerized by Adhya's nurturing spirit and her ability to evoke the deepest of emotions within him. Their union created execute synergy, where the passion of Venus met the tenderness of Moon as they traveled the sign of Cancer, the celestial energies waving a tale of profound connection. So, what it means? It means that whenever Venus will be in the fourth house, these energies will be activated. Now, during this time, when Venus was direct in Cancer, remember direct in Cancer, okay? So, earlier, Venus was direct in Cancer, went to Leo, went retrograde, and went back. So, remember what is happening. This story has a very important role to play with all the 12 signs. During the time in Cancer, Varuna and Aditya discovered that their union had the power to evoke the most heartfelt emotions in all living beings on earth. Not only between themselves, but their combination, their energy could bestow great, what we say, great emotions throughout the universe, throughout the earth, every living being, not only humans but animals as well as insects, as well as the um, fishes that live in the ocean, like ocean dwelling as well. So the ocean swayed with more gentle tides, flowers bloomed with greater vibrancy, and lovers on earth felt a heightened sense of compassion and devotion. So it was completely everything was good, but then happened the journey. Any journey in this universe is not without challenges. Every journey, Rohitji, comes with challenges, challenges, challenges. When Venus went into retrograde motion, it seemed as if the harmony they created was being tested. There were a lot of struggle. Doubts, insecurities began to surface, casting a shadow over their love. A sense of longing and reflection took over as they navigated to depths of their emotion. Completely, things went out of control. And same way, Rohitji, this story is signifying us that there could have been positions in people's life at this moment who are influenced by Venus and Moon and currently going through Dasha, Antardasha, or a transit in specific houses where they might have, took sense of longing and reflection took over as they navigated in depths of their emotion. So there could have been challenges right now. But remember, everything is temporary in this world. Same way as the tides of oceans are ever changing, so too was the journey of Varuna and Adhya. When Venus finally became, from his retrograde phase, he became direct. The light of their love shone brighter than ever because then they realized that whatever they missed or whatever misunderstanding made them more stronger. The lessons they learned during this introspective phase only depend on their bond, making their connection even more profound and unbreakable. So, this bond can be now with your career, now with your partner, now with your kids, now with your anything that you want to associate this partnership with, can now be assumed from this story. As they bid farewell to Cancer, so they will not always stay together. But Venus was saying, "Okay, bye." They left the world. The energy was still there. Why do we go to temples of big saints? Like, for example, Neem Karori Baba temple. I went, Rohitji. What has Neem Karori Baba done? He is gone from this world. His body is gone, but the energy is there. Same with the planets that created energy during the period of their encounter, it is still there. That is why during this period, legacy of love, emotional debt, reminder that even the most luminous stars in the heavens go through the phases of introspection. It is not only human beings who are going through struggle period, it is also the stars in the heaven, the cosmic energy, the cosmic beings, the deities also go through a phase of introspection as well as challenges. This tale of Varuna and Adya continued to inspire generations, reminding them of the power of love and the eternal dance of celestial bodies above. So, Rohiji, everyone who is watching this video should know that when Venus gets direct in Cancer, if in relationships they are going through some kind of ups and downs, here it is going to benefit them. Like how after the um, direct nature of Venus, after Venus become direct, it could have created that kind of light and shine in the sign of Cancer. Okay, Rohitji, are we very clear here? Now moving on to the sign of Aries. Now for Aries ascendant, those who have just jumped to the Aries ascendant video, I would like to tell you that go in the beginning of the video. There is a beautiful story, and that will make you more connected, and you will understand the real reason of this transit of planet. So when Venus is in your Cancer, the fourth house, it indicates focus on domestic harmony and emotional security. Again, that is what was supposed to be happening in the story as well. You may feel strong desire to nurture and connect with family members. So emotionally, this is the period that if there was some rift between your family members or with your mother or at your motherland or with your close, close relatives, here you can feel very strong and a desire to nurture and connect with family members. Now, another connection here is the fourth house with real estate. Now, remember, here it means that partnership and real estate and money, partnership, money, and real estate are three big things in the life of these people at this moment because second house is ruled for money. Venus is the ruler. Seventh house, the Pakka ruler. Venus is the Pakka ruler and Maraka. It's an extreme Maraka also for Aries ascendant. But at this moment, he is in a very beautiful state, and real estate matters, home improvements, and spending quality time at home are highlighted here. This is the time to strengthen your emotional foundation and create a cozy environment so that you are comfortable, but also other people who are not gelling with you, not going good with you, can come with you, and you both can automatically stay in harmony and create a cozy environment for each other. Now, here another thing which we see is that Venus is also aspecting the 10th house. So there will be extreme growth in your career during this period. All the things that were happening in your career, all the introspection that was happening in your career will now turn into beautiful good results, and somehow you will be able to make very good relationships with your what you say seniors in your work area or your clients. So for Aries ascendant people, if you were going through such kind of period, do comment below and let us know. And those who are new, please subscribe to the channel. Also remember that in the end of the video, I'm going to be telling you the mantra that can be just done 6 times. It is from the Atharva Ved. You can do it only 6 times and extremely benefit for you. And Venus will get activated in your chart and give you very good results during this period of when Venus becomes direct. For Taurus ascendant people, Rohitji, Venus is the ruler of your 6th house, of your diseases, and your Lagna. So now listen, it is the ascendant ruler and it was retrograde. So you can imagine the 3rd house, which is the house of your communication and skills. There could have been troubles related to communication and skills, and you might have created some kind of enemies or problems, or must have self destroyed yourself from your communication and something which did not work for you rightly. But this is the time that you can enhance your ability to express yourself harmoniously, diplomatically. Remember, what is done cannot be undone, but there can be ways where you can come to agreement. That is what will happen. Now, relationship with your siblings and close friends will improve, and on the other side, short trips, social activities and networking become more enjoyable rather than frustrating, or rather than you feel that you do not need it. This is the time you will need it more and you will enjoy it. Your charm and communication skills are your assets during this time of Venus being direct. So make sure you use the best of it, and make sure that Venus in this area makes you completely um, expressive. Like, do not stop yourself from expressing. Make sure you express yourself in a very beautiful way so that other people can understand your emotions. Same, if you go and watch the story in the beginning, you will understand what I'm trying to say. And for those people who are Taurus ascendant and watching this video for the first time, please do subscribe to our channel and become a part of our family members. And also, in the end of the video, I'm going to be giving a very beautiful remedy for Venus, which can be only done 6 times in a day, mostly on Friday, and everything will be beautiful for you. Beautiful means beautiful. Moving on to Gemini ascendant, Rohitji. Here, Gemini ascendant Venus is transiting in the 2nd house. And what does Venus rule here? The 5th house of your Purva Punya and the 12th house of spirituality. Here, Venus rules two very important houses, two Dharma houses. That is the 12th house of spirituality and the 5th house of lot of mantra chanting and Purva Punya and Dharma and so many things. Here, it is transiting in the 2nd house of finance, Rohitji. Okay, Rohitji. Another thing which we have to understand is that here Mercury, the planet, the owner of this mm, chart, has given Moon a Markesh place, a place of a Markesh, the 2nd place. Here Venus is sitting in a Markesh house, who's the owner of the 12th house as well. So there could have been problems going on with their health, extreme health problems, stomach problems for Gemini ascendant might be highlighted during the period of Venus retrogression. So those people who are actually going through such kind of trouble, please comment below so that we can add to the research that yes, whenever Venus will get retrograde for Gemini ascendant people, you could share your experiences and we will then make sure that other people also interpret their chart whenever they have such kind of a situation. Now, here, when Venus is transiting the 2nd house of finances and values, can bring opportunities for increased income and financial stability. Owner of the 12th house, which is sitting third from himself, will make sure that it will get you do extreme hard work during this period so that your income increases and then you can have financial stability because somehow it is the owner of the 5th house also. Rohitji, because fifth house is the Lakshmi Mata Sthan, and Venus is the prime devotee of Ma Lakshmi. You might indulge in luxurious purchases or invest in items that hold sentimental values. Now, remember, 12th house is the house of spirituality, and everything that has a sentimental value has a spiritual value to it. For example, a book that your grandfather owned, even if it is in thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars, you will still, what you will desire, that my grandfather wrote this and had this handwritten copy. One day I will buy it from auction. So here expenses are also tar- triggered or targeted, because here the 12th house lord is in the second house. Focus on building your self-worth during this period. Make sure that people also remember that you are someone in the society. And on the other hand, you will be cultivating a more nurturing approach to handling your resources. So you will be spending a lot of money, but that will be in a very, what you say, nurturing approach. It's in a very balanced way. And it is also the time. Fifth house is the house of education, and 12th house is the house of foreign lands. So a good time for students trying to abroad for education. You can actually get your visas, or you can get your things processed. And if that something like that is happening, please make sure that you comment below, so that we know that we can add into the research book that we are trying to work on. Now here, another thing which is important is the importance of some remedy. So, a very recent interview of Ken Rao clearly said that the remedy for Navgraha is not doing anything externally. Everything should be done internally by yourself. So, here I'm going to give you the Navgraha mantra from Atharva Ved. Not Navgraha mantra, the only Shukra mantra from Atharva Ved, which pleases Venus, and chanting that 6 times a day will make sure that all your problems end. So for that, it is in the end of the video. For the story of Venus, the story of Varuna and Aditya, it is in the beginning of the video. And those who are new, please subscribe and become a part of the family and be divine. With for Cancer Ascendant, now here a very good research topic, Rohiji. Everyone says that Venus and moons are enemy, but I have discovered something very extremely beautiful. So for Venus, moon can be enemy. For Venus, Moon can be enemy. But for Moon, Venus is not an enemy. Look at the houses. Venus has given the fourth and the 11th house, both the auspicious houses to Venus. How can Venus become enemy in Karka? No, it will never ever become enemy. Remember that here Venus plays a very important role in your chart, and especially now sitting in the ascendant, and when it was retrograde, so there would have been a lot of money lost because it came from the second house to the first house. Here, when it has come back to the first house, it is going to be direct from 4th of September, and here your personal charm and attractiveness are heightened. You will radiate warmth and kindness and attracting others to you, rather than becoming harsh in speech and rather than taking lot of crude actions. Here, it is supposed to be making sure that your kindness will attract other people. It is a favorable time for enhancing appearance. You will want to look good and buy good things, put perfumes, look good, and updating your wardrobe. So now all the husbands get ready. Your wife is going to spend the money, and all the wife get ready. Your husband is going to do a lot of grooming, and it is very good because self care is the activation of Venus for you. Whenever you do self care, such people's fourth house, that is inner peace, increases, and 11th house gain increases. So people who are Cancer ascendant have to make sure they are up to date every time. Your relationships and your interactions with everyone, with your spouse, with your family members, with you will suddenly turn out to be very positive during this period, and this is very harmonious for you. Now, during this period, there is a very beautiful story in the beginning of the video, which is about Varuna Dev and Adhya. That you will understand that how and what kind of energy Venus brings in Cancer here. And do share the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, so that you become a part of the family and never miss such kind of meaningful videos. On the other hand, there is in the end of the video, I've also done mantra a small mantra from Atharva Ved, which can give you a great remedial procedures can become a remedial procedure. Those who are going through Venus Dasha, Antar Dasha, Prashnita Dasha, Sukshma Dasha, anything, it is going to help you. Okay, Rohit ji. So, thank you so much for watching Cancer Ascendant people. And moving on to Leo Ascendant. Now, Rohit ji, Leo Ascendant. Now, here, see, Venus is in the 12th house. It is not a very favorable period for moon placement for moon's sign in the 12th house. But what is said here? It is said that the lord of the third house of courage and the lord of the 10th house of your profession, and that means personal interest and your profession, is Venus. And due to it being retrograde and going to the 12th house, there could have been issues related to career as well as confidence. Both could have gone to a very crazy phase during the last 40 days. Now, here Venus in the 12th house emphasizes introspection and spiritual growth. Again, Ruiji, right now, whatever state of mind people are of Leo ascendant, they will suddenly find, solitude and inner peace during this period. This period will make sure they also signify a more compassionate approach to relationship and selfless acts of love. Such people will say, okay, it's enough. I was a greedy person. I was going through a bad thing. I was going through this kind of zone, but now, no. You know, I just want to go into that direction. But make sure everything has a limit. Don't go overboard that you become zero and other people become hero. Make sure you're always in the position of hero so that you can make other people hero with you rather than you giving everything away. And your emotional well-being and stress will be at high level during this period, because it is very evident that whenever the career and the courage lord goes in the 12th house, such people can face problem in their current situation. So overall, we do not need to worry, but in terms of spending money, we need to worry. We need to make sure that we do not spend in excess. We are always balanced here. Okay, Rohit. Also, for Leo ascendant people, in the beginning of the video, there is a beautiful story about Adya and Varuna. If you watch that, you will understand what kind of energies I'm talking about, because I cannot say everything here. Once you read it, you will understand that what situation you're going in and what will happen to you. And on the other hand, those people who are going trying to for foreign countries, it's a very good time for you for your career. With your personal effort, you can go to foreign countries. On the other hand, in the end of the video, I have also discussed about a beautiful remedy from Atharva Ved, which will help you understand the real meaning of Venus and the placement of Venus in Navgrahas, that how it is placed. And this remedy only done 6 times, this mantra, 2-line mantra, only done 6 times a day, will give you extreme peace during this period. Also, subscribe to our channel and become a part of our family member and make it your own channel. Give me suggestions, tell me what videos to make. I will be very extremely happy to serve you. Virgo ascendant, Rohit. Now, for Virgo ascendant, again, Moon for Gemini ascendant is an enemy and a Markesh. For Gemini ascendant, for Virgo ascendant, same Mercury, but see the nature of Mercury completely changes here. Here Mercury comes in a forgiving mood, and here he makes Moon his father, real father, the house, the owner of the 11th house, and 11th house is the house of extreme gains. Okay, and here you gain friendships, you have higher goals, you gain your goals, and here when Venus is transiting in the 11th house, harmonious interaction within your social circles gives you gains and your goals are achieved due to that. Your ability to connect with other on a meaningful level is enhanced. This is the time to set achievable goals and work collectively with others. Your humanitarian instincts may also come to forefront. And why, Rohitji? Why this? Because see, Venus is here, ruler of the 9th house, also the house of humanity, the house of dharma. So the more you will earn during this period, the more you will be very humanitarian. You will make sure that you socially help other people so that they can also achieve their higher goals. Now, Rohitji, here one more thing which I want to explain is that whenever Venus is the Markesh, so remember it is the Markesh, so it will also cause some health troubles, and it might have been causing health troubles during the retrogression period, because all the energies are withdrawn and you are on your own and don't know what to do, so that can have a lot of impact on you. So here it could have influenced two major areas. Number one is education, because education wise, whatever you were going through or whatever you're not able to decide or get a clarity, it will help you there. And second forefront is the money through your destiny. All the destiny money which was stuck for you will now come for you. Also, I would like to say that in the beginning of the video, I have made a very beautiful story. I have recited this story which will give you more and more guidance about how and what your current situation will make you in the upcoming time. On the other hand, Rohitji, I would like to tell you, I had a question from one of my consultations. He said, "Sir, why do you write also on the screen and you also say the same thing?" So, a very important message to everyone, that everyone is not fortunate as you are. Some people are deaf, some people are blind. So, those people who are deaf and cannot hear at this moment what I'm trying to say, they can read and analyze this according to their current situation and their prarabdha. But those people who are blind and they can only hear, they can just hear and understand this. That's why the reason of me being different with other people is to make sure that our community who is little bit um, unfortunate or little bit in trouble due to their birth defect or any problem that's happened over the years, they could also get hope during the period of planetary transits. And in the end of the video, I've also made a very beautiful remedy, given a very beautiful remedy for Venus that is from the Atharva Ved. If you want to listen to it, you will listen to it, and only doing 6 times a day will make sure that you are absolutely stress free. There is no other remedy, call a Pandit, jump from Himalaya, nothing will happen. But you doing something yourself in discipline will help you. So, Rohitji, this was for Virgo Ascendant. All the people who are watching this for the first time, please subscribe and support us and become a part of the family member and share your experience. Share. We have a very limited time on earth. Let's make sure that we give each other so much spiritual bliss that when we go away from this place, we have that spiritual bliss or spirituality still restored, or still, only thing that goes with your soul is your karma and your spirituality, nothing material. Moving on to Libra ascendant now. Here, Venus is in the 10th house of your career. So, all the issues that you were facing through career is going to be solved for you. Your goals which you're not able to achieve, because Venus was going retrograde here. So it was not a bad time retrogression, but somehow it was a time where you put in a lot of effort and things were not working for you, because it is your Lagna Lord as well. So when Lagna Lord is retrograde, there is a lot of introspection in the house where it is retrograde. So it will be in the house of your Chan, that is your career and your karma. You are not able to do your karma, but now Venus in your 10th house of career and reputation can bring opportunities for recognition and success. Your diplomatic skills during this period are appreciated in professional settings, because you will be taking the right method, right way. Hidden, there will be hidden talent which you will find in yourself, that, oh, I could have done this also, I could do this also. And it can make you favorable. You can make favorable impressions on authority figures. That means on your bosses, on government, on whatever kind of place you are. The next level where you need to reach is now where you will be able to open that key for that lock. Now, balancing with your career, with your personal life is important, because we have to remember Venus is aspecting the fourth house of personal life and personal happiness and inner peace. So, if you do not maintain work-life balance, there could be problem, and their personal life and professional life together is always a disaster. So, make sure as soon as you're entering your house, you leave your bag and office behind and be in that space. Always try to live in the present rather than living in the past or in future. Always living in the present. Rohitji, when I do consultations, I completely in next 20 minutes after my consultation I forget the chart because I am doing some other, because I have engineered myself in a way that I want to live in the moment. Right now I do not even remember what is going to happen in next at 1:30 or in before at 8 a.m. what happened. No, I'm in the moment right now. You have to always live in the moment so that you can actually remember that you lived in the moment rather than just going in the past and thinking what did I do there, what did I was there. No, live in the moment. Right now my only concentration is completely on Libra ascendant and Libra ascendant people and no one else in the universe, not even my surroundings. I'm just focused on Libra and Libra ascendant. This is how you need to be, bring your awareness to the right place, because then you will be able to either help other people or help yourself. So for Libra ascendant people here, it's a very good placement for you, and make sure you make the best of it. And also another thing which I want to tell you in the beginning of the video, I have spoken about a beautiful story of Varuna and Adya. You will understand that what Venus brings here, what kind of energy it brings. So for every ascendant I told, just make sure that you relate it to that house. As soon as you relate it to that house, you will be able to make sure that your your vision is clear for the upcoming events. And in the end of the video, I've also made a small remedy that is from the Atharva Ved according to the mantra chanting of Lord Venus, which can give you immense pleasure during this period. Now, moving on to Rohit, Scorpio ascendant people. Now, Venus is transiting in your ninth house of higher knowledge, spirituality. Here, let's see the Venus is also the owner of the 12th house and the 7th house, Rohit. So, it is Maraka and it is Moksha Karaka also. It gives you Moksha and Maraka. So, this is the period when you are supposed to gain the most auspicious results of Venus, that is the ninth house of dharma. Here you need to collect your karma immediately. Make sure that your bag is open and you are filling your karmas, good karmas. And that good karmas does not mean go to temple in the morning and sit in the front of God and be like foolish, say God's name. No, God is saying you take my name once in the day, in the morning, or whenever you want. You just take my name once and do your karma. Bring some change in the society. Go out, help something, help animals, help nature, plant a tree, do many things which will help future generations as well, so that your karma is multiplied every day, every minute. That is what God is asking you to do. That is spirituality, not sitting and closing your eyes and saying Ram Ram or Krishna Krishna or Allah Allah or Jesus Jesus. Is not spirituality at all. You need to seek your deeper meaning in your life. This is the time when Venus tells you to seek your, and this comes every year. Every time it comes here, and it tells you to seek deeper knowledge. Now you need to seek deeper knowledge, man. You need to understand that how I can seek deeper knowledge during this period. You know, traveling, ninth house of traveling to pilgrimages, or in the area of spirituality to do something good for other people. Education, philosophical pursuit becomes more appealing during this period to you. So make sure you also take it that way. Relationship with people from different background or culture can be rewarding. Make sure that do not limit yourself to any kind of caste, creed, or religion. Go out of the way. I was telling Rohitji yesterday that our grandfather Nanaji used to do very good upay, Rohitji. You know what upay? That he used to go and bathe all the people who had leprosy. People don't even touch people with leprosy. You used to go and used to bathe them, feed them, give them food. That is the kind of karma he did, and that's why we are in so much of happiness because of his karma, that we are in such peace at this moment. So he did not go to temple. Yeah, he used to go to temples. He used to go to a dargah called Haji Malang Dargah that is in Kalyan in Mumbai, and it is a 5 kilometer trek on what do you say? There is no road. It is just mud. You have to walk on it, and on the hilltop there is this pilgrimage where he used to go. He used to not do anything. He used to pray to Haji Milan Baba, He used to say, I gave my effort and my time to come to this place so that I can feed 100 people. He used to buy some coupons and distribute, and 100 people used to eat because of his hard work when he went up to that place to give other people food. So make sure during this period you do not see what is choti jat, what is this is not my caste, this is higher caste, lower caste. All these people who even utter these words will go to hell and be burnt there alive. You will be drawn to experiences that expand your horizon. Make sure that during this period, open up your mind and extremely just walk to the path of spirituality. It is a very auspicious time. Your 12th house Lord, spiritual Lord, is sitting in the ninth house. What more do you expect from this? It is a time for you to open different doors. Those people who have come here and are disappointed, and I'm not talking about money, is that because you will have losses of money during this period if you do not go and get into spiritual zone. So make sure you become spiritual. You do something good to the society. You put your good energy in the universe, and that energy, whatever you desire or manifest, will come to you in that way. For those who are Scorpio ascendant people and watching this for the first time, do subscribe to our channel and make sure that you also see the story in the beginning of Varuna and beautiful story, by the way. You will understand the real aspect of love here. Varun and Aditya story. And in the end of the video, Rohitji, I'm also prepared a very beautiful mantra of Venus, very famous and beautiful mantra of Venus, which is from the Atharva Ved and has 100% potency of remedial measure that only by chanting that mantra 6 times in a day, you will achieve all happiness that's required to you. Whether your Venus is good or bad does not matter. Moving on to Sagittarius ascendant Rohitji, here Sagittarius ascendant people. So Venus is benefic here and malefic here, but also the Karaka of diseases. It is the sixth house lord and the 11th house lord. Sixth house is the house of diseases and your debts and your enemies and everything. And the sixth and the 11th house is sixth from the sixth. Count from the sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is the 11th house. So that means it is the Karaka of diseases. Now it is coming into your 8th house. And it is not coming in your, it is in your 8th house and in retrograde position. Now it will turn direct now here. Now, Venus in the 8th house emphasizes deep emotional connections. Deep, extremely deep emotional, which you couldn't even, it is very secretive. These emotional connections are secretive. You will not express it to other people. Like, for example, you have one-sided love. You're not able to express to someone else. These are the kind of emotions that you will keep inside your heart. It is the house of shared resources. That means the house of inheritance. And now remember, all the people who just stupidly, blindly follow that this is the house of inheritance, that means only land and only the kind of things that are material. No, this is the house of inheritance of diseases, inheritance of your karma, inheritance of your habits, inheritance of your what you say, of inheritance of the place you are born in and the place you will die. So everything that comes to you, like for example, if a kid is born, does the kid know that I have to cry only to get my milk? Every kid will cry so that he gets the milk. So that is inherited in you. That quality of being sad and happy is inherited from the earlier childhood, and that is the 8th house. The 8th house will show that what kind of inheritance you bring to this universe. That is why it is always said that if you have planets like Jupiter and Rahu and Ketu and Saturn, such people can become very good psychic, or because that is the inheritance they've got from their past life. That is the inheritance. Their planet gives you a signal that when you were born, this is the kind of, what is this kundli, Rohitji? This kundli is a snapshot from the heaven looking at you, that during this birth, these planets were this, and these are the kind of results you will get during your lifetime, because these are the karmas you have inherited. Simple and end of story. Karmas you have inherited. That is the placement of your planets in your chart. Now, this period can bring more intimacy to your relationships and an opportunity to address any issue related to trust and vulnerability. So secretive nature people, make sure that if other people has any doubt or regarding your trust, you have to win their trust during this period. Now, another thing, remember, Rohitji, 11th house of gain, 6th house of debt. Either you can gain a lot during this period, depending on your dasha and antardasha. Either you can go into a lot of debt and court cases, or in inheritance wise, you will lose everything. So remember to make your choose your path wisely. On the other hand, Rohitji, those people want to understand the more benefit and energy of this. So in the beginning, there is Varuna and Adhya story. Go and listen to it. You will understand that what this eighth house of transformation will do to you and transform you in a way that you will not be able to, you will not be able to even imagine that that kind of thing can also happen in such a span period of time. Now, Rohitji, here in the end of the video, also I have made a very beautiful uh, remedy for Venus that is supposed to be the remedy from Atharva Ved. It means that it will give you the exact pronunciation of Venus and activation of Venus. This is how only Venus will get activated. Remember, Rohit, in beginning, I will tell you in the end of the story, not right now. I will tell you a very beautiful tale. I will remember this. Even if Rohit, I forget, you tell me that there was a very beautiful tale about the name. Just remember me this, and I will tell you. So for Sagittarius ascendant people, this is what I feel that your Venus in the eighth house will do after it's becoming direct. Now, please do subscribe if you are here for the first time, and if you like our channel, and if you like the hard work or the kind work we are putting it for the universe to bring Sanatan to a very or make astrology a very clear path for you rather than troubling you or making you scared and telling you will die and this and that stupidity. No, morally, if you are correct, everything will be very good. That is how karmas are made. Moving on to Capricorn ascendant people, Rohit. Now, here Venus is transiting in the seventh house, partnerships. Here it was transiting in retrograde position. Now it is transiting in direct motion. Here it says that now people of Capricorn ascendant people will have enhancement of relationship in their partnerships, personal and professional both. The people who were in rift with other people will also do good. The people who were in rift with their wife or their husbands will also be good. Even with their kids will also be good. Harmony, compromise, and cooperation are emphasis. You will also put your ego down during this period because you will understand the role of your karmas or the demand of this time. You will compromise during this period, cooperate. Now, another good thing for all the single people, which is a very important topic or very important thing which everyone asks, is that will we find someone? Yes, this is the time that because it is you have to go and look at my story in the beginning of Varun and Athya. What kind of story it creates? What kind of message that story gives to you? So you will understand what I'm trying to say. You have to watch it in the beginning, otherwise it's of no use. Go close this video. You will not be able to understand what I'm trying to say. Harmony, compromise, and cooperation are emphasized. If single, this is a favorable time for attracting a significant other. An existing relationship can deepen through open communication. Exactly, I do not need to say anything further. Those who have watched the beginning of the video, they will understand what I'm trying to say. What happened when Varuna got into retrograde position, when Venus got into retrograde position, what happened with Varuna and Adya? You will understand the real meaning here. Now, those who are also trying to buy a house in a foreign country, it is a very good time for you. And those who are into education and want to partner with another universities around the world, another good thing for you. Those who want to even are in partnership and they want enhancement in increase of wealth as well as their professional life, it is also a benefit time for you. Amazingly good. Do not worry at all. Take God's name and go in the front. Be moral, be of moral character, and make sure you always do right. In the end of the video, I have also given a very important remedy for Venus that is related to Atharva Ved and the mantra which invokes the energy of Venus, and it is written with certain vibrations so that you can enhance the power of Venus and make sure that making Venus strong will give you lot of luxury in Kali Yuga. Do subscribe to our channel if you want to be a part of our family and also share your experiences below. Moving on to Aquarius ascendant people, Roji. Now, Venus is in the sixth house that focuses on health, routine, and service. Now, here people may find joy in taking care of their own self and helping other people. So Venus is retrograding. Venus was retrograde in this house. So such people must have become a lot of introvert, because just imagine the aspect which is going on the 12th house makes people, and withdrawing the retrograde aspect from that house. Venus made everyone a little bit of introvert, but now you will see, no, no, no. I have to go out. I have to make sure I fly out of this nest and help other people. Work relationship will improve. All the politics which were running around you, now you will feel that these were not politics, these were just bad period for you. So no politics, things will improve for you. You may receive appreciation. All the appreciation that you demanded, you did not receive during this period, will be received, because your destiny is rising, man. Your ninth house lord is getting direct. Your fourth house lord, your inner peace restores here. And be mindful not to overindulge, as Venus can bring some desire for indulgence. Do not overindulge in any kind of argument, any kind of desire, any kind of debt, any kind of enemy. Nothing. Just be simple. Watching this video and um, thinking that you will only get a prediction of your wealth and your this. No, that is not how it works, man. For me, I'm going to be stopping wealth predictions at all, because no, I've understood the real meaning of wealth, and that is health and your good deeds. Nothing else. Wealth will follow you. Do not even think about wealth that, oh, this astrologer did not tell me about my wealth, that wealth is increasing or no. There is no way that I could tell you about your wealth right now. Your Yoga Karka planet is sitting in the sixth house. You can lose wealth during this period. So be mindful not to overindulge into any kind of actions. Astrology just can shed light on events, nothing else. It cannot change your destiny. I keep repeating this. So for Aquarius ascendant people, make sure that you do lot of sadhana, lot of remedies. And in the beginning of the video, I also told about the story of Varuna and Adya. You go and listen to it. You will understand that what Venus is going to do into your sixth house. Not, you don't need anyone at all. Anyone. If by chance is Venus is sitting in Cancer only for you, then so you will understand exactly what kind of thing you will experience during this time. And in the end of the video, Rohiji, I have also made a very important remedy from Atharva Ved, which will enhance the power of Venus. And only by mantra chanting is the thing we can invoke the planet and get benefits from it. And during a specific hora, looking in the specific direction will enhance it more. For that, you can uh, consult a good astrologer, and they can guide you that what, when, and why you should do it. Any astrologer you are going to is supposed to give you uh, relief, not stress. So if an astrologer tells you need to do this puja, this, that means that astrologer is trying to fraud you, and he just took your weakness in his hands. So do not do any such kind of thing. Yes, puja is required. It is 100% sure puja is required, but under extreme cases or under extreme devotion, not for fear. Puja is not done for fear. Moving on to Pisces ascendant, Rohitji. Before that, in the end of the video, which is very close now, I have also done a very good mantra from the Atharva Ved. So please come and listen to that, because that will change your life forever. Doing 6 times a day will help you at all. Moving on to Pisces ascendant here, Pisces, listen, very important, because Venus is the owner of the third house of extreme hard work and the eighth house of sudden ups and downs, as well as inheritance. And it is sitting in the fifth house of Purva Punya. That means it was retrograde here, Purva Punya. So some past life deed or past life karmas were being burned during this time for you to suffer and getting it burned. But now Venus is transiting in the fifth house of creativity, romance, children, and it can bring more playful and joyous energy and events in your life. Your artistic abilities are enhanced, and you might find pleasure in creative pursuits. Romance and love affairs are favored, but Remember, be cautious about over idealizing situation. You met someone, you say, "Oh, in 1 month I want to get married." No, just wait. Try to see the situation. Try to, you know, see that if you are compatible or not. Enjoy moments of happiness and self-expression during this period, rather than just taking a decision. Fifth house, remember, it is the house of starting new things, starting education, starting higher education, starting a business, starting company, starting a love affair, starting. So it is the basically it is the trigger of any chart. So here, if you were thinking of starting something from last few days and not able to do it, so now here it clears a clear indication that Venus is now direct here. Now please go ahead and do whatever you were thinking of starting in auspicious time and auspicious Muhurta. Greek Panchang is there for you. Do that and you will attain very good, timing of event during this period. Your timing of event is so good that all your things will be siddha, or we say will accomplish. Also, to understand the love angle of this Venus transiting here, in the beginning of the video, I have done Varuna and Adhya, the story, the Vedic story, which will enhance the more results of Venus, and you can then get into your current situation and see how you are going to be sailing through this time. And for those in the end of the video now, which is now, I would also say about a remedy that is for Venus. And this remedy will make sure that your Venus is activated, and doing this at only 6 times from Atharva Ved is going to be extremely good results to you. Well, before I want to make a disclaimer here that keep in mind that individual birth charts are complex and the effects of planetary transits are influenced by many factors, including the position of other planets, the overall state of birth chart. It is advisable to consult with a knowledgeable Vedic astrologer to get more personalized and accurate interpretation of how Venus in Cancer might affect you on based on your ascendant, rather than just blindly seeing this view and saying, "Oh, nothing happened to me." Or what if Venus is currently bad, situation, your aspect is bad, sitting with the malefic, or transiting over a natal malefic, and so many things here, Rohitji, which we need to bring into consideration before we come to a conclusion. These are generic, things for people who know a little bit of astrology. They will be able to interpret. But for layman, you should consult some knowledgeable Vedic astrologer who can be available in your area. You can contact our team. You can contact anyone who you follow, and they will be able to provide you with an exact timing of event statement about your. It is like a bank statement that this is what is going to happen, man. This has happened in the last 3 years. This is last 3 years bank statement. Now this is what it seems can happen. And no astrologer is God or can change your destiny. You will, if you are going through any kind of hell period, you will always go through that period only. Astrologer can only give you hope that during this period this will end and you will energies will start helping you. Now here, everyone who's waiting for the remedy. Now here, remember, this is from the Atharva Ved. Hemakunda Mrinalabham Daitya Nama Pranamam Gurum. Sarva Shastra Pravakta Ram Bhargavam Pranamamya Ham. My salutations. You just write this Hemakund Mrina. You will write on YouTube. You will get the real mantra and the pronunciation, because we are not Sanskrit experts. Sanskrit experts will speak them and they have a very deep pause and uh, pressure on the word. Like it is Hemakund. This Hemakund. For us, we'll read Hemakunda Mrina Labham. They read Hemakunda Mrina Labham. So and what does this mean? Without meaning, everything is zero. It means that my salutations to Venus, Shukra, who shines like snow white jasmine. That's why diamond is supposed to be Shukra's Ratna or stone, because it shines like snow white jasmine. In the great perceptor is the great perceptor of Asuras, the lord of Asuras, the guru of Asuras. That means, here, no, Ruiji, I want to. I told you that you make me remember about the Nam and thing in the beginning in one of the lagnas. Remember, whenever earlier the kings were called, they were called that uh, the son of Alexander the Three, the great grandson of this XYZ is now coming to the court. They were given the name of their ancestors or their elder people. You know why? Because there is a sign to it. whenever now this is that is why the pratha, the thing that converted into modern world is Rohitji, your passport. You write your name, for example, my name Akash, then Paramjit, then Chauhan. Why is Paramjit required? It is not required, but because to give you an identity that you belong to Paramjit and that kind of lineage. So here it says that is the great perceptor of asuras and an expert in all sciences, and who is the son of sage Brigu. His surname Bhargavam, this is what it means. So unless and until we know the meaning of the planet, we will not be able to say. So another thing, Rohitji, here, logically, so your name is Rohit Khanna. So I will say Rohit Khanna. There are 15 Rohit Khannas here. But I say Rohit Subhash Khanna, you will stand up that, oh, this is my name because it's my father's name also. So that is what it is, Rohitji. That is what this actually means. So this is the mantra only 6 times a day. Mostly, if you do it on a Friday in the hora of Venus, you are going to get extreme success. Right.
Thank you, Kashji. Very nice predictions and a very beautiful mantra. Also, I think small mantra, not very big mantra, and anybody can just practice for 1, 2, 3 times. He can or she can do very well. And the meaning of mantra is also very beautiful. Thank you for this beautiful, happy predictions and the mantra which will enhance the happiness more. Thank you very much, Kashji.
Thank you.
And thank you to all the family members of AC Astro. Keep subscribing, sharing, keep blessing ACS. Thank you very much. We'll meet you in some another video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman,
Jai
Jai
Hind,
Mata.
Jai